In a world that constantly demands our attention, where loud voices often drown out quiet wisdom, there exists a rare and profound group of individuals. They are the quiet observers, the deep thinkers, the compassionate souls who navigate life with an extraordinary blend of intuition and empathy. In the realm of psychology, they are known as the INFJ personality type. But beyond mere letters, they are the silent architects of human connection. To understand them is to understand a beautiful paradox. They are dreamers who take concrete action, idealists who see the harsh realities of the world, and gentle companions who possess an unbreakable inner steel. Because this personality is so unique and incredibly rare, many people try to emulate them, hoping to borrow a fraction of their mysterious charm. Yet, true authenticity cannot be counterfeited. There is a profound depth to a genuine INFJ, shaped by unyielding standards and a quietly fierce moral compass. Today, we invite you on a cinematic journey into the human mind. We will explore the deeply rooted boundaries of this rare personality and discover the specific paths they absolutely refuse to walk. Let us begin with their absolute refusal to completely depend on others. A true INFJ cherishes their relationships deeply. They value the warmth of family, the loyalty of true friends, and the collaboration of trusted colleagues. Yet, at their core, they harbor a fierce, quiet independence. They would be the first to feel a deep sense of shame if they found themselves relying entirely on someone else to carry the burdens they believe are rightfully theirs. This profound self-reliance mirrors the historic resilience seen in nations that have rebuilt themselves from ashes. Think of the breathtaking miracle on the Han River, where an entire country, devastated by war, rose through the silent, agonizingly hard work and unyielding grit of its people. An INFJ approaches their personal struggles with that exact same spirit of quiet determination. Even when the storms of life become overwhelmingly chaotic, they may politely ask for guidance, but they will never simply drop their heavy responsibilities onto another person's shoulders. To them, abandoning their duty is a surrender they are unwilling to make. They choose to face their fears head-on, navigating the darkness with their own compass. Another path they never walk is the endless road of dwelling on their past mistakes. INFJ individuals are visionaries, often striving for perfection in everything they touch. Because their standards are sky-high, they inevitably stumble. They are wonderfully, tragically human. A brilliant filmmaker might direct a flawed scene, or a gifted writer might pen an imperfect chapter. But contrary to what observers might assume, a mature INFJ does not allow the shadows of past errors to permanently eclipse their future potential. When a mistake occurs, the embarrassment they feel is acute and deeply internal. Yet, they do not waste their precious energy crafting hollow excuses or pointing fingers at the world. Instead, they practice a quiet alchemy. They take the painful sting of failure and forge it into profound wisdom. Like a master artisan practicing the ancient art of repairing broken pottery with pure gold, they understand that their flaws and past mistakes actually add immense value and character to their soul. They learn, they adapt, and they move forward with a renewed, quiet grace. Furthermore, a true INFJ will absolutely never back down from a cause they believe in. To the outside world, they may often appear passive, agreeable, and deeply introverted. They are happy to step back from petty arguments and trivial debates. But beneath that calm exterior lies a dormant volcano of moral conviction. When they encounter an issue that strikes at the very core of their values, when they witness injustice or unnecessary suffering, they transform. Their dedication to a righteous cause is absolute. We can draw a beautiful parallel here to the historic March 1st movement, where ordinary, quiet citizens stood up with unbreakable resolve against overwhelming colonial oppression, armed with nothing but their voices and a dream of freedom. An INFJ possesses that same spirit of peaceful, yet unstoppable rebellion. If a system is flawed, if someone is being marginalized, they feel a burning urgency to act. They will face down criticism from superiors, misunderstandings from family, and the heavy pressure of societal norms. They will not retreat. Their moral compass does not spin to favor the easiest route. It points strictly toward what is right. Equally profound is their refusal to make irresponsible, selfish decisions simply for the sake of temporary pleasure. It is a common misconception that deep thinkers do not know how to enjoy life. Acquaintances might playfully tease an INFJ for being too serious or for passing up a wild, reckless night out. But an INFJ's definition of joy is simply different. They love to laugh, they cherish intimate gatherings, and they deeply appreciate the beauty of art, music, and nature. However, they possess a timeless wisdom that understands the heavy cost of recklessness. Much like the deep-rooted cultural traditions that honor family stability and long-term harmony over fleeting selfish desires, an INFJ weighs the consequences of their actions. They will rarely be found abandoning their obligations on a sudden whim or carelessly squandering their resources on superficial thrills. They find genuine peace in knowing that their life is built on a foundation of integrity. To them, being reliable is not a burden. It is a quiet expression of love and respect for the people who depend on them, and a deeply comforting source of internal peace. When it comes to their intellectual and philosophical boundaries, you will never see a mature INFJ feel personally attacked simply because their opinions are questioned. In a modern society where people often merge their fragile egos with their ideologies, resulting in angry and defensive arguments, the INFJ stands as a pillar of emotional maturity. When the storm of debate arises, they remain remarkably serene. They have the profound ability to detach their own self-worth from the ideas they hold. If someone presents a counter-argument, they do not view it as a hostile invasion, but rather as an invitation to explore a new perspective. They listen with genuine curiosity. This humility is their greatest intellectual strength. They know that to hold on to a flawed belief simply out of pride is the ultimate foolishness. They are always ready to refine their understanding, eager to learn from the diverse experiences of others. This beautiful open-mindedness allows them to grow continuously, navigating the complex tapestry of human thought with grace and profound respect for the intellect of others. Moving deeper into their psychology, a true INFJ actively guards against the poison of overconfidence. It is true that they are intuitive, often remarkably insightful, and highly capable of achieving great things. But you will rarely, if ever, encounter a pompous, arrogant INFJ. They understand that the moment a person believes they have learned everything, they stop growing. Arrogance is a blindfold that prevents us from seeing the subtle shifts in the wind. Just as a seasoned sailor knows to never disrespect the ocean, no matter how many voyages they have completed, an INFJ knows not to underestimate the unpredictable nature of life. While they quietly celebrate their hard-earned victories, they engage in constant, honest self-reflection. They ask themselves if they are truly prepared for the challenges ahead. This cautious, grounded approach ensures that they rarely walk blindly into a storm. They prefer to face reality fully equipped, maintaining a humble reverence for the vast amount of knowledge they have yet to acquire. Yet, while they are flexible and humble, there is a fundamental core within them that remains unshakable. A true INFJ will never give up on their deepest core convictions. There is a magnificent difference between adjusting one's opinion based on new facts and abandoning one's soul just to appease the crowd. An INFJ can spot this difference from a mile away. When it comes to the sacred truths they hold dear, perhaps their belief in human rights, their commitment to radical empathy, or their profound creative vision, they are like the ancient, deep-rooted pine trees that stand high on a mountain. Through freezing winters, howling winds, and heavy snows, the branches may bend, but the trunk remains absolute. The crowd may whisper, society may demand conformity, and critics may hurl their stones, but the INFJ remains in their lane. After long nights of deep introspection, if their heart tells them they are walking the path of light and truth, no amount of external pressure will ever force them to abandon their post. They are quietly, beautifully unstoppable. To sustain this level of quiet power, they must also practice preservation. Therefore, a mature INFJ will never push themselves completely over the edge into irreversible burnout. It is a delicate balance. They are, by nature, ambitious perfectionists who care deeply about the quality of their work and the well-being of their communities. They pour their heart and soul into their passions, but they also possess a deep, intuitive understanding of their own fragility. They know that human energy is not an infinite resource. If they continuously sacrifice their sleep, their peace of mind, and their physical health on the altar of productivity, they will eventually break. And a broken INFJ cannot help anyone. They recognize that taking a step back, breathing in the fresh air, closing their eyes, and resting is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessary act of profound self-love. They guard their inner peace fiercely, stepping away from the noise when the burden becomes too heavy, ensuring they can return to the world with a healed and full heart. Finally, we reach the most sacred boundary of all. An INFJ will never ever use their profound psychological insight to maliciously manipulate others. This is the hallmark of their true character. Because of their deep empathy, an INFJ can read a room instantly. They can see right through the masks people wear. They understand hidden motives, secret fears, and unvoiced insecurities. In the wrong hands, this level of intuition could be a devastating weapon used to control, intimidate, or break someone down. But the INFJ chooses to keep that sword firmly in its sheath. Their ethical standards are simply too high. They despise making others feel small or vulnerable. Even when they are wronged, even when they are dealing with people who are unkind, they refuse to stoop to the level of psychological warfare. They might quietly walk away, severing the tie to protect their own peace, but they will not use their deep understanding of human nature to inflict intentional harm. Their intuition is a gift they use only to heal, to understand, and to protect. In the end, the true beauty of the INFJ lies not in the noise they make, but in the profound silences they hold. They are the gentle guardians of the human spirit, walking softly through a chaotic world, carrying a lantern of empathy that lights the way for those lost in the dark. Their refusal to depend endlessly on others, to dwell on the past, to abandon their causes, or to manipulate human vulnerability, creates a character of extraordinary depth. They remind us of the quiet resilience of our ancestors, of the silent strength required to rebuild, to love without condition, and to stand firm in the face of the storm. If you carry this spirit within you, know that your quiet strength is a magnificent gift to a world that desperately needs your light. May your journey be filled with grace, your heart be protected by your wisdom, and your soul be forever nourished by the profound peace you bring to others. Thank you for walking this deeply reflective path with us today. May peace and deep healing be with you always.